Hey, yeah, hey, yeah, hey, it's your girl Just Bree coming at you with another video. All right, y'all. I don't know. So I got another video from the Rat Tails. We're gonna cackle and cackle. I already started listening to it the first few seconds, and I'm already triggered. I'm triggered. So let's listen and see how this goes, y'all. Hopefully it'll be all fun. And I'll make it as comic relief as possible, child. Here we go. Oh, wait a minute. Shit, I got the earpiece in. Sorry if y'all can hear King of Queens in the background. I know it's loud now that I ain't got the fan or the AC on. And yo, don't judge me because I had a fan and the AC on because I'm a fat bitch. Not a bad bitch, I'm a fat bitch. But I turned it off because I'm getting cold. Like, damn, it's cold in here. All right, here we go. Shit.
So we're talking about why I never get approached by men.
Fair use,
When
fair
I'm out, like
use.
men don't try to holler at me on Facebook, but when I'm out,
I'm surprised she ain't tried to strike me either. But fair use, fair use. I know I ain't been saying it.
like men barely want to talk to me, and I was around them.
Bitch, men barely want to talk to you, first of all, because you fucking filter. You use so much filter when they see you in person, bitch. They don't know who you are.
Fellas just recently, and none of them tried to holler at me. So I talked to one of the guys that was in the room with us. I had like a get together, it was a lot of people in my house, and I talked to one of the guys, and so we're having a conversation, and I tell him who I think the prettiest girl in the room was, and he tells me, no, by far, you were the prettiest, and you were the one getting the most attention, and I'm thinking to myself, how is that even humanly possible? I told him I didn't understand.
How is it humanly possible that she getting attention? Because, bitch, you're a woman. And men, you a decent looking chick, even though I can't stand you. But I'm just saying, you a decent looking chick. If you was presenting yourself, all right. I mean, men gonna look. So what do you mean? How is that humanly possible? Yeah, it's cause you, and you know.
And I said, no one tried to holler at me, no one asked me for my phone number, no one asked me on a date, no one did any of that.
So no one try to holler at you, mean that you not a, I mean, girl, I don't know what I mean. The fuck?
So how was I supposed to know if somebody's feeling me if nobody says anything? So he's like, well, you were. Trust me, asked all the other guys. So what I do? I went and asked all the other guys, and all of them said,
So I'm assuming these are friends. But then if they're your friends, why the fuck you asking God random? I mean, why would you be asking your friends why they want to approach you? So I'm assuming these is random guys at your so-called party that you just randomly ask why they not approaching you. Is that what you saying, bitch?
same thing. And I'm like, well, why didn't anybody
And they said the same thing because you're so beautiful, girl.
try to get at me? And he told me that I was a hard woman to approach. He told me it takes a special kind of man to try to holler at me.
How? They don't even fucking know you, but you asking random men why they not approaching you. And they can't be your friends because if they're your friends, you don't want them to approach you. So I'm confused already. And it ain't even 2 minutes in. Somebody help me understand.
I said, yeah, the ugly ones. Ugly men are so brave. Like, ugly men will walk up to me at any moment and say, hey,
Who the fuck is she to say so? Well, I mean, yeah, if they ugly to you, that's they ugly because they ain't your type. But girl, stop talking about ugly men approach you. Girl, shut up.
how you doing? Can I have your phone number? I mean, really ugly men. Men that have to know that they're unattractive. Not the ugly guys that dress really
Child, this
nice
is
and
so much
put
cat.
themselves together, really smooth, looking all good. I'm talking about really ugly men. I'm talking about ugly men that don't know how to carry themselves. Because I date an ugly guy that's
Wait a fucking minute, bitch. If the only people that girl, wait a minute. So the only people that approach you is ugly men who don't know how to carry themselves. Is that what you're saying? Child.
attractive in a whole bunch of other ways. Like he could be smart, he could know how to dress, he could be funny, But most of these men that try to holler,
That's how you know her fucking her her subscribers is just dumb. I mean, yeah, half of them probably here for the train wreck, and the other half is just simping and crazy like her. Because why the fuck would you sit up here and say the only men that approach you are ugly, unattractive men that what up, girl?
Don't have that. So I started registering in my mind, okay, at this meet and greet, since I was the prettiest woman there, technically,
Oh my God, she was the prettiest woman there.
I could have just been in a room full of ugly ass women. He says to me that men feel like,
Oh wow, bitch. Anything to make yourself feel good, bitch. I swear this is some A1 acting, girl.
they have to be on their A game to approach certain women. They see certain women, and these women have themselves together. They're beautiful, they dress nice, they have money clearly. And so men feel like they have.
I'm just still trying to figure out why most of your videos your lips is dry as fuck. Bitch, you can't even keep your lips moisturized. While you talking about you the most beautifulest thing in this world. Shout out to Keith Murray.
To have fancy cars, more money, big chains, whatever the case may be. Fellas, listen to me, okay? You gotta learn how to size a woman up, okay? You can look at certain women and realize that they're wholesome and not as materialistic. Like, I dress nice, but I'm not a materialistic person. Like, I
Of
don't
course
care
not.
for a lot of that stuff. I don't wear Coach. I don't wear Gucci. I don't
Of
wear
course not, bitch.
BB. I don't wear BCBG. I don't wear Michael Kors. I don't.
But see, that's the thing. Most women, that have a steady source of income should have at least, a handbag, an expensive handbag, a pair of shoes or two that cost a couple $100 at least. Just because you treat yourself, bitch. Not because you all, fancy smanshy, whatever. Bitch, I work with nurses who have bought red bottoms because they can and they will. And even if you buy them from a boutique store, gently used, that's I mean, if you just can't afford the real thing. And it ain't about showing off, bitch, but while you running your mouth about you being so classy base.
Don't wear Marc Jacobs. I don't wear
We get it.
Chanel. I don't even wear Donna Karan.
We
I
get
wear
it,
my
bitch.
handbag from JCPenney.
Of course.
Seriously, fellas, you're
Because you an
thinking too
average
hard, okay?
bitch, which ain't
Find
nothing
a woman
wrong
that's
with it,
attractive,
but
okay? You want to approach.
But you try to make it seem like you so up and above, but you're an average bitch.
You gotta size her up first. Look at what shoes she's wearing. Look at her handbag. Is she wearing fake nails? Does she have a French manicure on her fake nails? Does she have a weave? Is she sporting a handbag that's Gucci or Prada
Oh, you judging weaves? Why you wearing that big ass bird's nest on your head, bitch?
or something like that? Does she have on red bottoms? Think about this. This is the stuff that you have to look at. A woman can be very, very attractive and have none of those things. You can tell a materialistic woman from a regular, wholesome, nice woman. Me, I'm a regular, wholesome, nice woman. I'm not walking around here expecting for a man to buy me this, take me this place, do this and that for me. You can tell by how I.
Clearly, bitch, because you buy the men. You're the sugar mama. In reality, you've been the sugar mama while you sitting up there. I was a sugar baby. Girl, bitch, bye. You just sat up here and admitted that you tried to help so-called claim lying, talking about you helped funded Minister Jap's career. Bitch. Meanwhile, Minister Jap getting real interviews by people that's got more than 50,000 subscribers.
Myself. Number one, I think artificial nails are nasty. I hate
Oh, she's so fucking ignorant.
fake nails.
Meanwhile, she's had artificial nails on before. She just had someone all chipped up and broke up. Oh, I gotta get a manicure. I gotta get my nails done. I can't stand this bitch.
Just how men hate weave. I hate fake nails. I hate to see it on women. Okay, you
Oh
never see me with
God.
it. See, look. Look at my spirit fingers.
So she trying to separate herself from the pack, huh, bitch? And you still couldn't get a decent black man, so you say?
See any of that on me? No. Do I have pounds and pounds and pounds of Remy hair on my head looking like a tranny? No. I might rock fake eyelashes, but my makeup
Oh,
is not matte.
oh, so you got pounds and pounds of hair on now. So do you look like a tranny now, bitch? I think you do, but let's ask the old you. The old you say you do, bitch.
My makeup is CoverGirl, Queen Latifah collection, straight up out of Walmart. It's not that deep to me. So fellas, when you thinking about a
Of course, because you're a basic ass bitch, Miss Basica.
a woman that you find attractive,
Fair
just
use.
size up what she's wearing. Look at her blouse, look at her jeans, her shoes, if she's wearing any jewelry. Look at her hair. Pay attention to these things. Like, if you don't know the difference,
No, look at her lips. Your dry ass, chapped out lips.
take some time to look in the female department in a department store. Go look at the makeup and the jewelry and see how much everything costs. Okay? The most
She
expensive things
she want men to go in the makeup section. What the fuck? What?
seem to be the nicest, okay? And the cheapest things tend to look cheap. So if you can look at what quality is and what quality isn't, you'll be able to tell what's what. Like some women who look like they have quality are cheap on the inside. Most of the women who spend ridiculous amounts of money on stuff are cheap on the inside. People who aren't cheap or of quality on the inside don't need materialistic things to make them feel better as a person. That's how women are. So if you need to figure out what wardrobe looks like what, take the time to go to a department store, check out the trends, look at the shoes, look at the women's shoes, look at the women's hair.
Not to mention, bitch, you could mix a high and a low. You could find an expensive shoe online at a boutique, a gently used Louis Vuitton or Gucci something, you know, for even $1,000 shit, because that's cheap apparently, and then mix it up with some BB items or something from Torrid. It's called highs and lows, bitch. And you can't even do that, Miss JC Penny wearing purse ass bitch. And that ain't no shade because I can't afford Gucci either. But this basic ass bitch talking about whatever.
Bags, the jewelry is, and you'll see the difference. You'll be able to pay attention to stuff like that, and you'll be able to.
All right, I'm done with that video. Sorry, y'all. I can't take it no more. I need something else to crack up at. Hang on. All right, here we go.
Just recently, I decided to start online dating. So I went onto this site here. It's called POF. My username is Sweetie Pie underscore ATL. I say I've been single 4 years too long. Yes, I've been single for an extremely long time. So I put up this profile here, and uh,
I've been single 4 years too long! Exclamation! Exclamation! Kind of desperate, huh, bitch? Sounds a little desperate.
I have some pictures that I posted. And this picture right.
She goes on Plenty of Fish and puts booty pictures on here. You cannot make this shit up. Or sexy pictures in lingerie. But get mad. The same bitches that get mad that men only want to look at you one way. You fuck tired, retarded
Here
ass bitch.
gets me a lot of attention, even though I have some other pictures up here that you know show off how I look. I like to put up body pictures because I don't want to put up a whole bunch of headshots because I don't want men to think that I'm like fat. Like a lot of people think I'm fat online and then they see me in person and be like, "Wow, you are so much more. You're so much smaller than I thought you were." I'm 180 pounds and I don't even look 180 pounds. I get in the car with men or I go on dates with guys and they're looking at me like, "You're 180 pounds?" And I'm like, "Yes, I am." I think it's because I'm short. You know what I mean? I'm a short woman and, just my height says whatever. So anyway, I was on POF checking my messages. I get a whole lot of messages. This this is low. Normally it's like at 800. I went ahead and deleted some, but um, I say on my profile that I'm looking for a relationship. All right, and so you know, I get into details about me, whatever. So a guy sends me a message on POF. All right, and listen to what he says. He says, I'll put this delicately as possible. I've been spoken for a long time, and now that I'm single, after having given it some time, I'm ready to date again. Maybe I've been out of circulation so long, the face of dating has changed, but I don't think it has, so I have a sincere question to pose to you. Here goes. You know, like I know, that men are, well, men, visually stimulated by virtue of nature. I read your profile at length. Your pictures are revealing, I'll say. In a perfect world,
Oh wow. So he called you out, you raggedy bitch. Said your pictures are revealing, huh?
men would see what you presented in your
See, you lead with sex. That's your problem.
pictures and take it with a grain of salt, thinking nothing of it beyond admiring your obvious beauty. However, in this world where you and I both reside, a man is looking at your barely covered body and thinking one thing and only one thing
Damn, a stranger gotta tell your dumb ass this shit.
and
Wow.
just one thing. And don't kid yourself that he might be thinking about two things because it's just one thing, one thing, one thing. Did I mention it's just one thing? So is your very revealing picture like a bait to lure a man in and then you show him who you are? Or are
Damn, he checking her ass.
you just not thinking at all about the way we react to seeing your body, the way you've presented it? I'm not judging you, I'm not downing you, but just to be blunt, take it from a man. We can't take you serious with that image. I know by now you might be thinking some men will. No, they won't. None of us is going to look at that and think of something other than that, something to grind on. You
Damn, he roasting the shit out your stupid
made
ass.
mention of in your profile. And I did put in my profile that if you were a man and you only wanted something to grind on for the night, to not contact me because I would not be interested. Anyway,
You put that in your profile instead of just presenting respectable pictures. You want to show pictures, sexy pictures in lingerie, but then want to comment if all you want is sex? Girl, bye.
back to him. He might be sweet in conversations. He might be nights out on the town and text for no reason. He might be lobster dinners and coach bags. But believe me, it's all an effort for the one thing he thought the minute he laid eyes on cheeks. So what's your take on the things I've shared? And pretty please answer my questions. Okay. So here's my thing. Okay.
Not pretty,
All
please
men,
answer.
regardless to whether or not I put up a picture of my ass, because he's talking about this picture right. This helps me pay for my
Oh
bills.
shit.
Sign up
Sorry,
directly on
y'all.
the app. Choose your own hours. Get paid to deliver on your right here. He's talking about this picture of me in the white, because this is the only revealing picture I have up there. So all men, regardless to what I'm wearing, what I look like, they're thinking about sex the second they're looking at me. All men think about sex. Okay, period. They're thinking about sex. They look at me, I'm a sexy woman. They're thinking about sex. I have a fat ass. They're thinking about sex. I have big titties. They're thinking about sex. I have a nice body. They're thinking about sex. I have a beautiful face.
So basically when you're allegedly coaching women, you would encourage them to put even just one lingerie picture on a dating app site with a bunch of strange men. Oh, okay, got it. Duly noted.
Thinking about sex. So regardless of whether I put the picture up or not, does not determine what this man's intentions are for himself. Okay? So that's not the point of the picture. So I get to explain to him the reason why I put the picture up. And this is what I wrote. I say,
Oh god.
really? I mean, seriously? Like what? Because this is what I was thinking. Out of all the pictures I have on my profile, you focused on only one picture. Out of all of the pictures that were positive, you took one picture and turned it into a negative and focused on
She just still ain't gonna ever get it. What the fuck is the purpose of putting the one lingerie picture up in the first place? Why even put it up? Because you're trying to seduce. Bitch, you lead with your body. Don't nobody fucking want you for your intellect. You would have had, like this man said in the comment section. Hold on. Listen. This person said, Mr. Trendsetter. He said, I know this video is a year old, but anyone who seriously thinks they can find a serious relationship on POF has to be joking. That site is good for hooking up and finding a booty call. It's crazy to me that you get 800 messages. I wonder if you're still single. Personally speaking, if you have that many messages, you shouldn't be single for long. But for men, it's the opposite. We're lucky if we get one message a week. Boom. Then he says, hold on. She says, I know someone who found love, a few married couples. Yeah, true. That is true. So, he says, I agree with you to a point, but let's keep it real. Did it work for you? Um, I mean, you did get tons of messages from what I saw. Also in the video, you mentioned you went on 4 dates at a time at that time. I'm just curious because from personal experience, POF was a waste of time. Most of the women didn't look like their pictures, usually fatter. Soncerae. A lot of single moms, no thanks. I don't have kids, nor do I want to date a single mom. Good for you, buddy. A woman and women with emotional baggage from being played by other men online. Women who lied about looking for a relationship but just wanted a booty call. It came to a point where I realized that I was better off just meeting women in person. Heck, even a club is better than POF. I've seen some other videos of yours. You seem like a smart, beautiful woman. I find it hard to believe that you have a hard time meeting men in person. Ciao. Well, considering that all of her previous relationships were abusive, and and then the one with Priest, who she tried to say was abusive too. But anyhow, let's continue.
And had the nerve to use revealing pictures in plural form. Most men do take that one picture with a grain of salt and categorize it as, yes, she can be sexy and edgy. Clearly, this woman knows how to push the envelope and is comfortable with her sexuality. Speak for yourself and say, I am looking at your barely covered body and thinking one thing and only one thing and just one thing. I use this picture as a tool. The men who even mention that picture, I don't respond to their messages. The men I have met on this site, FYI, I've only been on here under a week, they think I am so beautiful and are actually taking
Oh
the time to get to
my
know me. They say
God.
I'm beautiful and then change the subject and start talking about things that matter. I want a man to be attracted to me. I want a man to know that I'm comfortable with my sexuality. I want a man to know that I'm comfortable with his and it is not taboo. Men who think only about sex talk about sex and that's it. Men who are looking for a decent relationship are very patient with me and understand that how I look is only a small part of what makes me beautiful. I've been on I'm beautiful
Blah,
without
blah,
all
blah.
dinners and coach bags. I can buy that for myself. Men can offer me whatever
She can buy them for herself, but she has none.
they want. I tend to turn it down. I'm the breadwinner in most of my situations because I am a TV personality. So
What? What? She is the breadwinner in most of her relationships. You masculine whore. Because she is a TV.
most men that know me, by seeing me, I don't need that nonsense. That's my take on the whole situation. Now, to me, this picture is extremely revealing. To me, this picture is extremely revealing, but that's the point. I want men to see this, and I want to see what their exact reaction is to it. If they mention this picture to me, I don't even talk to them. I don't care how attractive they are. I don't care what their profile says. I don't care what. Doesn't mean that I need to be disrespected. Now, I tell women all the time, dress like a hoe. You will attract men who are hoes. Okay, I tell women it's all.
Well, you dress like you dress, and all you've ever dated was abusive men. So anyway, on that note, we'll end this discussion. And you ain't got to go home, but you got to get the hell up out of here. All right, y'all. Feel free to hit the like, share, subscribe. Have a good night. Mwah.